Guys, today Steve from Idaho came through again with a meal. It's an MRE from the early 90s, around the Operation Desert Storm. This is corned beef hash. The last one he sent was from the same era, and it tasted really good. I'm hoping, I never got to have a corned beef hash, so I'm hoping this is a good one. Let's see what we've got. All right. Oh boy, what do we have here? That's not even marked. Looks like it, golly, I don't know what that is. We'll find out about that one. That's crazy.
An unmarked package.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Here's an oat. I'm thinking that's going to say oatmeal. Yeah, oatmeal cookie bar. Listen to that. That's going to be a little dry, I'm guessing. We have cocoa beverage powder, crackers, our spoon. Ooh, some. This just says beverage base powder. It doesn't say a flavor or anything. That's crazy.
It's like mystery item.
Yes, yes. Apple jelly. I've never had apple jelly like this. This is crazy. That'll go good with our crackers. And there we go, corned beef hash. Wow. Now, that says 1 of 72, so I would say 91, 72nd day. So, 1991. Here we go. Looks like what I'm familiar with. It's still very pliable, feels very liquidy, and oh, this is going to be good. Now, because this is the kind of intermediate there, they still didn't have heaters with these things. So I'm going to pretend like we were out in the desert, we were out like they were, out in the field, and you didn't have any way to heat it up. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. You just had to eat on the go. We're just going to eat it like it is. One thing I do want to say, we're here in sunny Florida. Ace asked his mom and I if we'd like to go to Florida with him to film some videos. I said, as long as you'll film a couple for me too. So we're here enjoying this time, and I just want to mention, I didn't bring any of my MRE, my military mugs, but we've got a Mahi mug. That's a catch and cook. Pretty cool. Those are, where can I get those again? I can't remember.
Ace merch.
Oh, that's right.
Put a link in the description.
Okay, we'll do that. There we go. Those are very cool, very nice. A lot of colors, a lot of variety. So let's see here. Let's open up our hash first and get it on the tray here. Ooh, yeah, it's real wet. Let's see here. It looks good.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not black or anything. I mean,
yeah. Well, you know, that first one that Steve sent me, by the way, Steve, thank you so much, Steve from Idaho, he put a little ad in his local newspaper. It just says MRE, military or commercial wanted. I'm sorry, MREs, military or commercial wanted, contact, and then he has his contact email, and he said he's gotten a couple things that way. So
that's cool.
That's an idea for y'all out there. People ask me, where can I get an MRE? There's an idea for you right there. So there's our hash. We've got, yeah, that's hash. Smells good. We'll see. Crackers from over 30 years ago. Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, like
when I opened them? Yeah, yeah. There we go. Let's see what these look like. Man, they remarkably intact. Look at the little perforations in them there. That is cool.
I'm surprised those aren't. Yeah, wow, this is a very intact, like well kept. It must have been stored still somewhere for a long time.
Yes, indeed. All right, so now we get to find out what this is. Oh no, this is the oatmeal cookie. And oh yeah, this reminds me. Definitely oatmeal. Got our apple jelly. Get that out on the tray here. I'm thinking this would be, oh yeah, there you go. Looks good. Almost like syrup, huh? Nice, nice. Not enough, I don't think. I'm going to want more for the crackers we have. Let's see here, we're going to find out what this is. Oh, this is the accessory pack. That's what this is. It's just not marked. Yeah, I'll bet you that's what that is. Okay, well, here we go. What do we have? We have, ooh, caramels. That looks good,
nice.
actually.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've never
in an
seen
MRE.
No, not in an American MRE. We have salt, gum, our wet nap. That'll be interesting to see if 30 years, if they are still working. Taster's Choice coffee, sugar, non-dairy creamer. Got our toilet paper, and look at there, little Tabasco sauce. Cool. All right, let's check the matches out first. Got to check out the matches. No problem, 30-year-old matches, very nice. So we're going to get our beverages out next here. This is our cocoa powder. Put that in. Add some water, there we go. And then this is just, like I say, just this beverage base. Oh, you know what? It's stamped orange up here. I didn't see it.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's just a little different from what I'm used to seeing. So let's get our orange powder into the other Catch and Cook mug. Different color. I think I left. There we go. Definitely looks orange. This was packaged 1991, 72nd day as well. All right. Get our canteen. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys this. Back in the day, you had to put your initials on your gear because sometimes it would disappear. So had my initials on my gear there like I was supposed to. Get a little canteen water going. There we go. And again, I'm just doing this like I probably would have been out there in the field. You just had to make do, and we had to do that a lot when I was in Beirut. You just had to make do with what you had, and that's all you could do. Well, I got mold in this thing. Look at that.
You got mold on your canteen?
Yeah, in my, yeah, in the.
Oh.
Yeah.
You need to clean that out a little more.
Yeah, I better do that next time. Anyway, well, let's see here. Let's say a quick prayer. Thank you so much, Lord God, for this time to be together in this beautiful Florida. I ask you to bless this food to my body now. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
I think where we should start is here with our Oatmeal Bar. Again, it smells like, kind of reminds me of oatmeal and cornflakes. Honestly, the smell mashed together, but it's a little bit softer feeling. When I say softer, it's more pliable. It comes apart quite easily. Interesting texture. If you took like a granola bar that was real sweet and blended it up instead of where it was more crunchy and whole wheat and whole grains, just blended it up real well and then stuck it all together, mashed it all. That's the taste. The taste is good. The texture is just different from what I'm used to, but overall, the taste is good. It's just a sweet cereal taste. So yeah, taste isn't bad at all. I would, in fact, I'll eat that today for sure. Let's see if our wet nap is in good shape here. Oh yeah, wow, that's crazy. It's still moist as all get out. Oh, there's definitely an alcohol smell, or yeah, some kind of, yeah. That's interesting because a lot of the newer ones don't have that at all.
That makes sense. You'd have to do away with the smell because you can't have guys smelling a certain way, especially if you're hiding or whatever.
Yeah, you can't have that going out. Get this out to wipe off my spoon because I'm going to stir up my drinks, get them a little bit more mixed together. Again, this doubles or triples as toilet tissue, napkins, and Kleenex.
Fire starter.
Fire starter, there you go. There we go. I want to taste that right at the end there. We'll stir that up a bit. And then our orange. All right. Let's move on to the crackers and apple jelly. Wow, those came apart real well too. That is crazy. That is crazy. Apple jelly, here we go. That smells pretty good. That's tasty. It's interesting. It must add the red color to it, to be my guess, because I'm used to seeing apple jelly. It's a little more clear. But maybe they just used red apples. Real sweet. I wouldn't say it's a distinctly apple taste. It's just quite sweet fruit. But it's good. It's good. It's tasty. Hello. I will definitely finish this. You know what I was just thinking? I got some packets of brand new jelly. Might be interesting to test the 30-year-old jelly versus the brand new jelly. Let me go grab a packet. So we have here the brand new apple jelly. Let's do a little comparison here. There we go. Yeah, see, that's more like I'm used to seeing apple jelly. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Interesting.
Now, maybe that just got old. You know, it colored up because it got old. But let's try to test, see if I can really taste apple in the new stuff. No, it's just sweet. It's just a sweet fruit jam or jelly. I don't taste apple necessarily. No, it's good, again, but there's no real discernible. In fact, if anything, the older stuff tastes a little sweeter. But like I say, it is tasty. Let's try a little bit of the old apple jelly on our already sweet candy here, or cookie. I need some coffee to cut that sweet, because that's really sweet. You have another mug? Mm-hmm. May I get our 30-year-old Taster's Choice in our catch and cook mug?
Octopus edition.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I love how that turned out.
I tell you, I love octopus hunting. I wish we could find some here in Florida. That would be fun. I'm looking, believe me. If they're out there, I'll find one sooner or later. Let that mix up together. Well, let's move on to our milk caramels here. Man, they're real soft. They're not, you know, sometimes this stuff gets really hard, but that's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Now they do have milk in them, so if they were stored hot at all or anything, we might have some issue there. Would you like to try one?
Sure.
All right, well, I will get one going for you, and then I'll grab another one out. All right, bon appetit.
Cheers. They're old. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A little, yeah, definitely sour.
Uh-huh.
Sour milk.
They're not totally bad,
no,
but they're not, they're starting to turn.
I won't have another one. It's like they took buttermilk and made the caramel.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
You definitely want some coffee with this one. Yeah, that helped. That coffee's old too. I can taste the, yeah, it's not bad, but it's just not really
on point.
No.
You should try the other drinks.
Yeah, let's give those a try here. So let's go to the orange here a minute.
Usually powdered stuff travels well, lasts longer.
Oh yeah, that orange is, woo, that's a good, I'd put just the right amount of water in that. You might want to try a drink of that. That's not bad at all.
That's a really good orange, yeah. I like it.
Okay, now we have our cold chocolate powdered beverage drink here.
It dissolved quite well for being cold.
Wow, that's good too. Wow, that's surprising, but you know what? I can make it even better. Put some creamer in it. There we go. I might let that mix up a bit and return to it here in just a minute. You know, I was stationed in Florida over 40 years ago. And one of the things I like to do when I was here, I've always had a metal detector since I was a kid. And I come out to the beach and use my metal detector, and the coolest thing...
Shit going by.
There you go. Sounds like a foghorn. The coolest thing I ever found while in Florida, I was metal detecting on a by the sea oats, big open beach. Nobody was out. It was in the wintertime. And man, I got a good signal. And you know, when you're out on the beach and it's sand and you get a big signal, it's like, okay, what could this possibly be? So I start digging, and I dug probably 2 feet down, and you know, I'm doing this. Get down, and there's a plastic purse, believe it or not. A brown plastic purse, as I recall, small one, a little handbag kind of a thing. And it's like, it's plastic. What did my metal detector pick up? I open it, and inside there's a rusted key ring. Inside this thing, all the keys were just one solid mass. Started looking in it, and I found 2 $50 postal money orders still intact. They weren't signed. They weren't signed to anybody. There was an ID in it, and this is back in 1980. It was either 80 or 81. This is that winter, and so I'm looking at the ID, and back then you had to dial. I think it was 511 or 411 for information, and then I called back, you know, this is the person's name and this is where they lived, and you called that city, and then they'd find that person in the city. Well, that person no longer was there, couldn't catch up with them. We had no internet, so that was it. All you could do is try to find them that way. So I had these 2 $50 money orders. Well, what can I do? Is there some way I can use these things? So I call the post office, get a guy, and I say, I found these money orders. What can I do with them? And he said, well, are they signed? I said, no, they're not signed. He said, I'll just bring them in, we'll take care of them. I was like, okay, but is there any value? He said, no, we'll just bring him in, bring him up to the front desk, I'll take care of it for you, don't worry about it. Okay, so I hung up, and I thought, I'm missing something here. So I called back and got a different guy, and I said, I lost some money orders. And he said, were they signed? I said, no, I didn't sign them. And he said, you have no idea where they're? I said, no, sir. He goes, well, if you didn't sign them, somebody can just get them, and they can sign them themselves and then countersign them, and they're theirs. I said, oh, shoot, okay, well, thank you. Well, because of that, I was able to then take the money orders, sign them, countersign them, and cash them. I had done my due diligence trying to find who had owned them ahead of time. That person wasn't available anymore. So that was probably the coolest and biggest thing I found in Florida using my metal detector. So let's get after the main meal. Well, here we go, guys. Corned beef hash. I am so hoping this is good because I like hash. I like corned beef hash. It smells like corned beef with potatoes. It's a little dry. I mean, there is liquid in it, but there's just a little bit of dryness there. I think I want a little salt in it. That's one thing about these old MREs. They always came with salt and sugar, and some of them even came with pepper back in the day. Let's try this here. It doesn't really need salt. It's just kind of a bland. It's a real mash together. I think it's probably because it's been in the package for 30 years. It's not bad. It just doesn't like. You can't taste the individual components. It's all one kind of congealed flavor. Yeah. I can't. I can taste the corned beef in it though. That's what you want. So that's the good thing. Let's try some Tabasco sauce and see if that doesn't help. Smells hot. Put a little bit on the side there. Mix that in good. That's interesting. That makes it, I don't know what it does, but it makes it taste a little better, but still it's very dry. Here, look at here, you can see this, the beef, the striations in the beef there. It's kind of dried out, despite the fact that there's, you know, it has a more of a paste consistency. The potatoes and meat seem to have dried out, but again, it's very edible with crackers. That's good. Look, the crackers add a nice element as well. Well, let's cleanse the palate with some chocolate. And if you look in there, it's like I have marshmallows on top. Man, that creamer really made that chocolate milk good. It's more like chocolate milk, actually. There's some gum. Doing some gum. You know what? Before I do that, I got to cleanse the palate just a little bit because I got a lot of
flavors going on there.
And a lot of chunks too. There you go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Boy, you wouldn't think that's 30-year-old gum. Well packaged. Well, I'll tell you what, for a 30-year-old MRE, this is really quite good. Steve, thank you for sending this to me. I've got a link to Steve's channel in the description below. He does some pretty cool stuff with old military things. Check him out. Check out Ace's Catch and Cook mug line up there. That's some pretty cool stuff. And let's get after the next one.